On the night of September 28, 1994, the ferry MS Estonia was crossing the Baltic Sea. It was traveling from Tallinn to Stockholm with 989 people on board. Outside, the weather was getting worse. The ship was moving through heavy seas, and waves were striking the bow again and again. At first, the signs were small. Passengers and crew heard loud metallic bangs coming from the front of the ship. But on the bridge, the crew could not see the bow visor directly. The ferry was a roll-on, roll-off vessel, built with a large vehicle deck inside. That design made loading cars and lorries efficient, but it also created a dangerous weakness. If water reached the vehicle deck, it could spread across a wide open space. And once that happened, the ship could lose stability very quickly. According to the official investigation, the bow visor failed in the rough seas. As it broke away, it pulled the ramp behind it open. Water began entering the vehicle deck. The ship started to list. At first it was noticeable, then it became severe. Inside the ferry, corridors and stairwells became steep and almost impossible to move through. Many passengers were trapped inside. Those who reached the open decks faced freezing wind, darkness, and a violent sea. The crew sent a mayday. Nearby ships and helicopters moved toward the area. But the conditions were brutal. Launching rescue boats was extremely difficult. Life rafts drifted in the waves. People who escaped the ship still had to survive cold water and exposure. In less than an hour, MS Estonia disappeared beneath the Baltic. Of the 989 people on board, only 137 survived. 852 people died. The investigation later focused on the bow visor, the ramp, and the way water entered the vehicle deck. The disaster showed how quickly a roll-on, roll-off ferry could become unstable if its vehicle deck flooded. It also raised serious questions about inspection, design assumptions, alarms, emergency response, and passenger guidance. In the years that followed, the sinking of Estonia became one of the defining maritime disasters of modern Europe. It changed how people looked at ferry safety. It showed that the most dangerous failure is not always visible from the bridge. Sometimes it is hidden behind steel, a lock under pressure, a ramp beginning to open, water spreading across a deck, and by the time the ship begins to roll, the disaster has already begun.